moment. Choppy. There we go. Perfect. I just changed a little thing, so now it should be a little bit more smooth streaming. Okay. Whew. Deep breath. Welcome to Primal Flow, and we're doing restorative with some primal animal flow stuff thrown in. So we're going to start with some tall seated hip work today. So let's come to a tall seated position. And we can just start rocking our hips. Roll your hips all the way back onto the tailbone and then tilt them forward until you feel the sit bones and push your pubic bone to the floor and back. Just rolling those hips forward and back until we feel those hips come to neutral, right there in the middle. Open up the back of the knees to the floor, pull the toes back to the face with the big toes together. Inhale, and take a big stretch up, and exhale, hinge forward from the hip so that the back stays straight, and allow the hands to fall to the calves, ankles, heels. Inhale, take a deep breath in and stretch tall. Pull the shoulders low. Exhale, see if you can pull yourself a little bit further into that stretch. And again, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, see if you can pull it a little bit deeper. Last one. And then exhale, slide the hands back. Slide the right foot into the hip and then let that fall open so you've got the foot on the inner thigh. Again, center the hips. Nice straight foot in front. Open the back of the knee to the floor. Pull that toe back to the face and take a big inhale, stretching up. And exhale, hinge forward from the hips again. Keep that foot in front, nice and straight. It's going to want to turn out. You want to just gaze down at your legs so that we're keeping our neck in line with our spine and not cranking up. And again, we're going to take 3 deep breaths. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, pull a little deeper. Inhale, spine long. Exhale. And on your next exhale, slide the hands back. Now let's help this right foot across the left leg so it's crossed over above the knee joint, and we can hold on to our foot with our left and push away on the inner thigh, not on the knee, but down here on the thigh, and open that up just a little bit before we go into our figure 4 forward fold. And then from here, inhale, arms up, stretching tall, and exhale, hinge forward from the hip, letting that hand fall, keep that foot in front nice and straight. And again, our 3 deep breaths, inhaling, growing our spine tall, exhaling, seeing if you can pull it a little deeper. And on your next exhale, slide it back. And for our final piece of hip work, you're gonna have that leg crossed all the way over. Inhale, sit tall, and we're gonna turn to the right into that crossed leg. Go ahead, put the elbow onto the thigh, planting the hand behind you on the floor, and turn and look behind you. Inhale and draw the spine tall, just as we've been doing, and exhale, try to pull yourself a little deeper into the twist. On your next exhale, gently unwind. We're going to help that leg up and over, back to the right side, and slide it out. Come to our tall seated position for a forward fold in the middle. Inhale, sitting tall, staff pose, and exhale, hinge forward from the hip. And on deep breaths, inhale, tall, exhale, pull deep. And sliding it back. Let's work on the left side, sliding the left leg into the hip and then letting it fall open so that left foot is on the inside of our thigh. Front foot nice and straight, hips neutral. Inhale, stretch tall, and exhale, hinge forward, letting those arms fall. Deep breath. And exhale, slide the hands back. Chop that leg across, above the knee. And you can pull that foot towards us, push the thigh away, open the hip. Gently release, align that front foot, sitting tall, and exhaling into our fold. And with your next exhale, slide the hands back. Take that leg all the way over and across, nice and tall. Inhale, reach. And exhale, turn into that leg. Inhale, gather yourself tall. Exhale, sit a little deeper into your twist. On your next exhale, gently unwind. Help that leg up and over and slide it out in our tall position here. Inhale, and a last forward fold in the center. Back, and then carry on rolling it down to the mat and arms up overhead. We're gonna do our shoulder roll, so pick up one arm and it's like somebody's pulling you by the hand, so that hand is leading, then the shoulder is following, and then the last thing to come up is the hip, and then we're all going to slowly roll over, shoulder down first, and then twisting until the hip is on the ground. And then to reverse, take that same arm, lift it up, and it's like somebody's pulling you over by the hand. Shoulder, and then the hip. You want to really spiral this roll. And now do the other side, taking the hand up, reaching it across, and then reaching it up. Let's do one more side to side. Nice and slow. Take your time. All right, from here, we're gonna push ourselves up into a seated position and sit in a nice wide straddle here. So just go as wide as you can while you still feel that neutral pelvis on the floor that we were talking about earlier. So if you take it out too far and you feel that the pelvis is changing position, just take those legs in a little bit less wide. And for starters, we're going to turn our toes in and out, or your kneecaps. Think about turning your kneecaps in and out, and just rotate our thighs. And now let's add the pelvis. So when the knees are rolling out, tuck your pelvis under, and then roll the knees in and tuck your pubic bone towards the floor. Open and roll out. Roll in. And we can take the shoulders into this as well, rolling everything in and out. And come to the center of your straddle here. Hips are neutral. And the knees are neutral, legs are nice and loose. Sitting tall and arms stretched out. You're gonna reach one side with the palm up, turn the other palm down as far as you can, and then rotate the shoulders and reach the other way. And rotate and reach. And forth. See if you can reach a little further each time. And to center. Big shoulder circle up to the ears, back, behind, forward, up, back, down. And then switch the direction of those circles, coming forward. Last one, and let the shoulders hang. You can rest your hands on your legs if you like. We're going to take the neck and reach to the side with our head 5 times. To this side, stretch and up. 3, 4, one more. 5. Now the other way. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more. And now forward. 5 times. Last one, back. Last one. All right, now that we're nice and neutral, neck is stretched out, walk your hands forward and think about turning your kneecaps out while you do this, keeping the back straight. Take a deep breath, draw the spine long, and exhale, see if you can pull it a little bit lower. Keep that back nice and straight. And again, just like we did with our forward fold, inhale, spine long, exhale, pull it a little lower. Last deep breath in, exhale. And push it on back up nice and tall. Now walk over so that your chest is square with one of your legs. We're going to do the same thing, walking it forward, keeping the back straight. And inhale, spine long, exhale, see if you can walk it a little bit deeper. Inhale and exhale. And once we get to that nice low place, you can take the outside arm and weave it through to touch your inner thigh on the other side. And then with this inside arm, we're gonna open it up to the ceiling, looking up. Nice deep breath. And exhale, sweep that arm forward and unweave the other. Walk yourself back up. We're gonna go to the second leg, walk it over so the chest is square. Inhale, deep breath, long spine. Exhale, see if you can pull it a little bit lower. Deep breath in and exhale. And on our next inhale, reach that through. And open up. And exhale, sweep that arm down, unweave the other, and walk yourself back to the center. You can take your hands under your knees and lift them up to draw them in. All right, and come up onto our knees here. So you can either tuck your toes under or let your feet be flat, whatever feels best. And we're gonna drop our hips down to the side until they touch. And lift it back up to center and drop. Nice and slow. If you want to use your hands on the floor, that's okay. You want to get that stretch on the hip and the side of the low back. One more each side. And once we come over onto that last hip, you can stay on that hip and splay the legs out to set up for a little shin box. And we can start with our hands behind us. Keep the heels in one place, and we're only switching the knees and the hips side to side. Squeeze this hip forward, don't leave it back. Really open up that hip, press both the knees down into the ground. Right here. And if you're feeling comfortable with your shin box, you can take it to hands off the ground. All right, so let's bring it up to a standing position to start here. But this guy is really gonna stay pretty low and end up on the ground. Nice wide feet here with the feet straight. And we can use our hands for this. You're gonna walk it over to one side, use your hands, and we're gonna drop that butt down as low as we can. And then pushing up off the hands, all the way up to standing, take it down to the other side, hands down, and keep dropping that butt down to the floor, almost like you're trying to do a squat, just as low as you can get. Use the hands, come up and switch. Do 2 more. And on this last one here, when you come down, let's drop it all the way down until you get your butt on the floor. And then we're going to try and reverse. So you want to lean forward, get those hands to the mat, and I would suggest putting your knee on the outside of your leg. If you're here, you're going to get stuck with that leg. So put the leg on the outside of your arms, and it's like you're trying to do a somersault into your hands. Lift up your butt and come up. Now we're going to try the other side. All the way down to the ground, hands down, lower, lower, lower the butt until it goes on the floor. And now we'll try and reverse. We're going to do our little somersault. Tumble the head down, lift the butt up, and then push on up. And I know this is a big challenge, so depending on how this feels, you can work up to this. Go through the steps, and wherever you feel stuck, spend time slowing it down in those sticky areas. So let's go ahead, down to the side, hands down, drop, 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 butt on the ground, and then somersault, up, butt up, and come on up. Down, touchdown, drop that butt. Beautiful. Somersault. Let's do 1 more each side. And up. And over here, down, and low, and up. Excellent. Okay. Let's take it down to the mat again. Set up for a little beast and front step. Take your quadruped position. Hands under shoulder, knees under hips. Inhale into cat. Exhale into cow. Inhale. Exhale. Come to neutral spine, dig in those toes, lift the knees, push back into a loaded beast, and step your left foot forward on the outside of your left hand and open it up like you're trying to grab or catch something in your hand. And then bring the hand down, foot back, loaded beast, and right side, catch, and down. Step, catch, do 1 more on the other side. And then bring it back, beast. Touch the knees down on the ground. We're going to practice our kick through now. Same with our Little beast here. We'll just do 6. Dig in the toes, lift the knees, and kick your right leg under your body, kicking it out and catching something in your left hand. And then we're gonna bring it back, beast, and switch left side, kick and grab. Keep the butt nice and low to the ground. And back. Last 3. 2. And 1. Bring it back down to the mat. We're going to return to our shin box. Nice deep breath. Nice iced coffee. It's one of those days. So let's get those 90-90s, 90-degree angle in each leg. You can use your hands behind you or do hands free and lift it up and over. Pressing that hip forward, and we're doing 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's bring it to beast for our front step. To inhale into cat, exhale into cow. And back to neutral spine. Dig in the toes, lift the knees, push back into loaded beast. And front step, catch in the hand. 2. 3. 4. Last 2. And 1 more. Return to beast, quick rest before our alternating kick throughs. If you want to take another cat-cow, that's fine. Neutral, lift the toes, and we're going to alternate left and right side kick through. 6 reps. And 1 more. And bring those knees down. All right, turning it over onto the back. We're gonna do some full dead bugs, both arms, both hands, but we'll kind of upgrade as we go. 30 seconds of work for these dead bugs. So we're gonna start here. In our usual dead bug pattern, and if you reach the right arm up overhead, you're going to extend that left leg, and watch that this one doesn't pull in as you do so. Keep it at that 90 degrees. All right, we'll be doing for 30 seconds alternating left and right. Set my timer in 3, 2, legs up, and reach and bring it in. Squeeze the gut and the belly. Halfway, last 15 seconds. rest. If you want to go ahead and take a happy baby in between, that's absolutely fine. Alright, so for our second round of dead bugs, we're going to do both arms and one leg. I'm sure you can see where this will be going after this. So let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, and both arms, one leg. Last 7 seconds. And bring it in to rest. If you want to take a happy baby, grab onto those ankles. Now for our last set, we're going to be doing both arms and both legs. Now if you feel these in your back, just regress back to doing a single leg. All right, here we go. In 3 and 2, inhale, extend. Keep the back on the floor. Bring it all in. And one last time, if you didn't do it before, now is a great time to grab the ankles, happy baby, roll side to side. And ninja baby, kick out those legs. All right. Hands on the kneecaps, give them a few big circles. In and out. And then roll yourself up into a seated position. Take it back to quadruped. And we're going to go through our downward dog to hamstring and runner's lunge stretching. My yoga mat just works better with bare feet. Sliding all over the place with match socks. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's take 3 cat-cows. Neutral spine. Digging in those toes. Let's lift the hips up and back. And you can walk out the legs, the hamstrings. And finally, both heels to the mat. Roll the shoulders. And let the head hang. Send one leg up, 3-legged dog. And bring the knee forward into a low lunge. Push back for a hamstring stretch. Back nice and straight. And hips nice and straight. Nice big breath in and exhale. And on your next exhale, lower down your back knee to the floor. And then we're going to push back, stretching the hamstring again, runner's lunge. Hips are straight. back is straight. And pull that toe in the front towards your face. And exhale, push it away. Inhale, pull. Exhale, push. Now, if you're feeling very flexy today, you can slide that back leg back even more. Come into a half split. Foot would be flat on the ground, still keeping our hips straight. And you can go as far as this stretch is going to feel comfortable and the hips are straight here. Dig in the back toe, push ourselves back up into our runner's lunge. I'm going to put one hand on either side of that foot, dig in the back toe and lift, and send that leg all the way back up into three-legged dog, hello plant, and then let that leg just fall open like you're trying to kick your butt. And exhale, close the hip, bring that foot down with the other, and walk out your downward dog. We'll do the second side, leg up, three-legged dog, swing it forward into low lunge. Push back, hamstring stretch. Back nice and straight, and deep breath. On your next exhale, drop that back knee to the ground, and push back into your runner's lunge, stretching that front hamstring again. Pull the toe towards your face, hips nice and straight, and push it away. Pull the toe in. And then again, if you're feeling like this stretch can go deeper, you can slide back your back leg a little bit and come into a half split. As low as you're comfortable with that. Keeping the hips and the back straight, shoulders low. Sitting back up, hands on either side of that front foot, lift up the back toe, and send that foot all the way up and back, and open into your wild thing, like you're trying to kick your butt. And close the hip, bring it back down, downward dog. You can bring the knees down to the ground. Finish with our shoulder stretch. Take one hand, reach it forward like you're going to shake somebody's hand. And inhale, open up to the ceiling. Exhale, dive the hand down, weave it underneath your body, dropping your shoulder down to the ground. You can reach your top arm overhead. If you're looking for more stretch, lean your weight onto your right foot and push out and extend your left. The top leg, basically. And then slide that leg in if you took it out. Slide that hand in. And open back up. Back down to the ground. Now the other side, you're gonna reach my left forward like I'm going to shake somebody's hand. And then up towards the ceiling.